from SoFi Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Miles. He finds his man complete. That's Chambers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Lucas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miles. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 catches, 137 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Off play action. Rich. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun. Rich. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Rich. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Miles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Miles. He finds his man. Complete. That's sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Chambers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this 1st half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Miles. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Rich. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. These two teams all tied after 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
On 1st down, Holiday. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Operating from the gun. Rich. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Rich. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So we're trading 1st half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. On second down, it's Lucas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. To throw on third down, Miles. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this fourth down call.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Holiday. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rich. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Rich. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Rich. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Off play action. Miles. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw. Miles. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Rich. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Lucas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Miles. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts to throw on second down. Miles, he finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun, Miles. That is caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin with red on red, NFC West versus AFC West, as Arizona pays a visit to Kansas City. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. The Cardinals trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Steelers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Operating from the gun. Rich looking middle, and that's complete. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Rich. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Rich. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Wizards take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Miles.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Miles. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's taken to the 26. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Holiday. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll run on first down. Holiday.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. They'll try the left side. Holiday. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. L.A. readies for its next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Miles being chased out left. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Holding, offense.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Miles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
19 Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lucas, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. On second down now, it's Fowler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Here is 3rd and 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Rich. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Leonard.
Rich's pass completed to number 87.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Rich. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Wizards are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Miles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Miles.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun on third down, Miles. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Off play action. Rich to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Wizards have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miles. He finds his man complete. It's Lucas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, Miles. He finds his man complete. That's Sharp. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Miles. He finds his man complete. That's Lucas.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 on the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Miles. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On 1st down, Miles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Miles. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Miles.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again, Miles. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Holiday. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Holiday. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Miles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw, Miles. And he's got his man on the out route. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Miles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sharp.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second down and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Miles. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the gun on third down, Miles. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You've got to be mindful of the sideline.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now, Holiday. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.